I've been playing music since I was a teenager. When I started playing music properly, when I started playing live in my late teens, early 20s, I discovered that I'd sort of limited myself by trying to learn other people's songs and not learning chords and things, not learning about songwriting and some basic song structure. And as soon as I sort of gave myself the space to start mucking around on my own, it was as if this whole world opened up to me. And so I started playing in earnest with a band at the end of school. And then throughout university, that just grew and grew and grew and grew until sort of music just completely took over my life. I will have the words first, or the lyrical idea, the sort of seed at the heart of it, and then I'll sit down and try and write something on the guitar or on the keys. And that's always, I would say that's the most common route. Nowadays, I collaborate very closely with my guitarist, Andrew Pearson, and my drummer, Stefan Maurice. And so they will send me rough demos, things that they've come up with, musical ideas, and sometimes they'll just, that's the moment. And I sit down with my words and essentially throw the words at the canvas. So it's nice to have extra energy given to me by other people. We had an album a few years ago called Heavy Elevator, and that really marked a change from what had come before it. It was a departure. Previously, I suppose I'd been on the slightly more eccentric singer-songwriter path. And for Heavy Elevator, I essentially hung up my guitar and started performing on stage with just a microphone. The second, Angel Numbers, was a continuation in that vein and was written throughout lockdown, and was the result of an incredible purple patch of writing, essentially writing a song pretty much every day for a few weeks. And then, so it was the cumulative effort of that time. But the third is certainly a departure. A Firmer Hand is an album of unsaids. It's things I hadn't quite said before, perhaps out of embarrassment, senses of shame, guilt. It's a hugely revealing album for me. And I think it's going to prove itself to be the most pivotal album that I'll have ever written so far. Throughout August, it's essentially the promotional tour for the record, out on August the 16th, independent record stores up and down the country, in-store gigs, out-store gigs, the whole shebang. And then at the end of the year, we'll be going on tour with Travis. So we'll be joining them up and down the country, finishing just before Christmas at the Hydro in Glasgow. This year is shaping up to be, as far as my music is concerned, the greatest of my life. So I'm so chuffed.